Hey guys, thanks for coming back for this final part of this live mixing session. So we've done the mix, done the mastering. For this, it's going to be specifically about making some final tweaks now that we have that mastering process on there. So we're going to make those tweaks, and then I'm also going to show you a little trick to kind of add some flavor to your mix and make it a little bit more dynamic. So let's jump right in. Okay guys, so after some intense rounds of A-Bing with my handy dandy adapter metric AB, which is an awesome plugin for going back and forth. I made a bunch of tweaks, but just a bunch of minor stuff. I'll try to go through it all with you. So boosted a little bit more high end on the dangerous. I hit some of these bands a little bit harder with the multi-band. Added a little bit more loudness with the limiter. The overheads the cymbals were a little bit too harsh, so I did some high shelving on them, negative 4.8 dB on those. On the snare, I went and beefed it up a little bit more. Added some more of this 170, some mid-range too. Give it that kind of like thickness sounding. And then also I widened the Q on the sub kick a little bit to try and take up a little bit more of that low end space. And then also just raised the level a lot. But now I've done the car check, and so I'm actually going to drop the sub kick down. And yeah, that was the main thing from the car check, is drop the sub kick down and maybe take the bass guitar down just a little bit too. And then after that, we're good to go, good to print. And then I also had a few little tweaks that I wanted to do to the mix itself. They're kind of like mix tricks, I guess, but we'll get into that after I fix this sub kick and bass. Okay, so like I said before, when we had our Melodyne already recorded, then we can go into notes like this and just fix them real quick.
Come on.
See, so kind of a sour note right there. It's going to be this one, yep. So, now that we have our Melodyne already done, we can just fix it real quick. Do a little tap, boom, done. That one where it goes. Okay, so that's an easy tweak you can make, right? You know, after you're trying to finish this mix up. And let's see, so one of the little tricks I wanted to do was during this tom part where it's the drums only. Go. So number one, in this first section, I'm actually going to automate the bass guitar up. Just to feel that it's supposed to be big and boomy and low end, so we're gonna bring it up.
All things are possible here. So come on.
Then second trick is I'm gonna try it one way. If that works, then we'll keep it that way. But if not, we can try it a different way. But the goal I want these toms to not be thin anymore during this part, since they're playing by themselves. If you refer back to my tom mixing tutorial video, I'll tell you that I want them to be thin because it's kind of overcompensating for how you think they should sound. And so during this part, since they are playing by themselves, they don't need to blend with anything in the mix. I want to add some of that low end boominess back in. So I'm going to just try to automate an EQ on the drum bus and see if we can just beef up the toms that way. If not, then we can do it on the individual tom channels. So let's pull up the drums. We're just going to add an EQ. Let's loop this part real quick.
I made a place for you here. So come on, come on. All things are possible here. So I made a place for you here. So come on, come on.
Okay, so here.
I made a place for you here. So come on, come on.
Okay, so that's what that sounds like. And now all we need to do is just automate it. So we're going to turn automation on for the drums. Go back to our arrange window. Let's put it up here with them. Hit A for automation and then go to EQ, and we are looking for the low shelf gain. So we have it at +4 just for this section. And we'll bring it back down to Well, okay, I guess it's not going to give us 0, so we'll just take 0.1, and let's listen to that. Missed the intro. Needs to go, let it fade in here. It needs to be done by there.
Place for you here, so come on, come on. And all things are possible here, so come on, come on. You can have it all. See, I made a place for you, yeah. Oh, I made a place for you here. So come on, come on. And all things are
All right, guys. I think, I don't know what happened to my camera, but I think we are ready to bounce. And that's pretty much it. So we're good. I'm calling this one done. Sounds great. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out the mix breakdown and the quick mixes and everything else everything else we got going on the channel. Love for you to come join us at MixChecks.com. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.